Hey, this is Keri Hilson, and you are watching We Sound Crazy. There's a secret about that song I don't know if you guys have heard yet.
What's the secret?
Okay, so we start laying what would be Timbaland's part. Mm-hmm. I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so... And so we got Zeke in the booth, and I coached him on how to sound really nasal. So we were thinking when he came in, he was gonna cut his parts.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it sounds like me. Keep it. And that is the version people are hearing to this day.
Hold on.
It's Zeke.
That's Zeke?
It's Zeke.
That's wild. I did not know that.
It's not Tim.
Welcome to another week of We Sound
Crazy.
Your official backstage pass to all things music and culture. I'm Chuck Harmony, singer, songwriter, music producer, and one half of the band Louis York.
What's good, y'all? It's Claude Kelly in the building. I'm a hit singer, songwriter, and the other half of Louis York. And in between Louis York is the beauty and the brains, because we have a true triple threat here. Let me just set this up right, because this is important. Let me get this right. She's a multi-award-winning and multi-platinum selling singer-songwriter, global touring artist, and actress whose impact has spanned music and film. Best known for chart-topping hits like Pretty Girl Rock, Knock You Down, and Energy, and so many more. She's also a Grammy-winning songwriter who rose to prominence after signing with Timbaland and Polo the Don. Her acclaimed albums In a Perfect World and No Boys Allowed earned BET and NAACP, Mobile, and Soul Train awards. And make some noise for the Keri Hilson. I almost ran out of breath
That was lovely.
because the receipts are it's a CVS. It's a CVS
That is a long list.
It
of
was
receipts.
long. I was like, oh gosh. Like, are you sure? We should check
And she's
some of
only
that.
15 years. No, and she just graduated high school.
Yes.
No, real talk. You've been in the business for long enough to have seen some things, overcome some things, but that doesn't take away from the accomplishments.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And I don't look back enough. So when I hear things riddled off like that, I'm just like, oh gosh,
neat.
yeah, how neat. It sounds like we're talking about someone else.
It's you. It's
Because I
you.
feel like I've lived like a million lives.
Yeah, me too.
And on my way here, I was telling my assistant, I'm now, this year I turned 44 in December, and this year makes 30 years of me being in the industry.
Wow.
I hate saying it. Ooh, I don't like the way.
No.
I said it on camera too.
No,
oh my
it's a badge
God.
of honor. Are you
but
kidding
we-
me? Like,
But when you look at it, like it's such a blessing. Like people don't even get 2 years in their dream. They don't
This
get
is
5
true.
years in their dream. You got 30, and you still doing it.
You're right. I'm
Look,
still here.
The music's still
Barely,
great.
but I'm still here.
barely. And I still look good.
So you say you never really look back. You never look back. Why is that? Is that on purpose?
No, I really think it's just part of my design. I think I am just not a ruminator normally, or a dweller, or a, but when I do look back, it's nothing but like gratitude befalls me whenever I do, or whenever I'm really having to be forced to look back, but I don't know. I think it's just my design. My mom used to say in our family of 7, she used to say, God, you forget quick. But she didn't mean it she meant like when someone wronged me in the house or whatever, like I forgave.
Okay.
That's actually the word she used, not forget. But she would say, you're very forgiving. Like it rolls off. She would say, like water off your back.
Yeah.
That's me in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good skill to have.
That seems like a pretty peaceful way to live.
That's what I'm saying.
It's peaceful, and then too, you do forget a lot of things.
I don't recall doing that.
Right, like,
Well, I don't want to dwell on the past too much because there's so much to talk about, but I do want to do a little walk down memory lane because you have been part of some pretty pivotal pop culture moments. So we have a screen here, and this is a segment we like to call We Look Crazy.
okay, I probably did.
Like I probably did. This first one is Exhibit featuring you.
Yeah.
Hey Now.
Hey.
This is 2004.
Oh, gosh.
This video, first of all, looks like it cost some money, number one.
So it was like, this was back in the day when things were costing.
When that money was flowing.
We were still spending, Exhibit's budget.
Was nice.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just getting started. Man, I remember this was a track Timbaland was just working on. He was always working on different things. And I was there, I lived with him probably during this time still. And I heard ideas. He's like, if you hear something, lay it. Me, young, ambitious Keri was like, I hear something. And I would just go in the booth and just lay whatever I heard. And that's how I ended up on this record. Yeah. And I remember this was my first award show performance. We did the Europe Music Awards, the EMAs. We did that. I had to do my own hair. I burnt my hair down to an inch because the converter supercharged my flat iron.
Them European.
Oh, I learned it the hard way.
Yeah.
I literally performed with like 1 inch of hair up here.
We're not gonna dig that up.
Please don't. We're not gonna dig that I definitely looked crazy then.
We're not gonna dig that one up.
Yeah, that was fun. This was, I think, the first video I was ever a part of, probably as a solo artist.
As a solo artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This next clip is another video. It's Usher, "Love in the Club."
Okay. Yeah.
Man, this was a big cultural moment.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I
Love in
wasn't
the
aware.
Club.
I mean,
What you
Love
mean?
in this club.
Okay.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I'm not gonna argue.
Absolutely.
I don't know that I realized that because I was there. I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, looking back, that was an interesting. At
this point in your career, was music videos fun for you, or was it a challenge?
It was both. This was a lot of fun. I do remember, and I still have this injury. So my hip flexor. So for this video, the concept initially was like, kind of like dirty ballet, right? So they had a dancer who was standing in for Usher during our rehearsals, and he was exponentially taller than Usher, and I had to like do a split on, like he was on the wall, and I had to like put my legs in a split like over his head. And like and there was all this pick me up stuff and twirl me between the legs. We did none of it. So, someone very important in his life at the time pulled the plug on all of that shit.
Oh, wow.
But the guy being taller than him, I pulled my groin muscle before this shoot. And we had someone there, her name is Lama, Healing Hands. You guys probably know Lama. Yeah, Lama, I mean, she actually helped me get through it. But so that day was a little stressful, but still fun.
Yeah.
So it wasn't so much love in the club.
It was a lot of massaging in the club.
Right.
This next clip is another film, "Don't Waste Your Pretty," directed by Tamara Bass.
Yeah.
Was it a hard jump from singing to acting for you?
So when at Emory University, I was in theater school. I didn't graduate. I left. I got my record deal from Timbaland, and Interscope in what would have been my senior year, going into my senior year. So I was comfortable, at least on stage, with acting. Videos gave me a lot of practice for films. But yeah, it was always a part of how I saw myself as an artist. You know what I mean? Yeah. The transition is quite different. You know, it's different.
And the timing of it too. Like, music is pretty fast paced. It's like you have to be present in the moment. But but movies is a lot of hurry up and wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we're used to
it's
knock it out
a way
quick.
different level of preparation. Yes, we rehearse. Yes, we take that seriously. Yeah, it's just a different beast. It's tough. It's like Cry with 80 people watching, not 80, but 30 people. Like, we need tears. And everyone's like this, staring dead at you, like, cry, bitch. So it's tough. It's not easy. I to anyone, wanting to but what I like about it is I feel a baby. I still feel like a baby at it, even after multiple lead roles, even after all that I've done, all the music videos, everything. I still feel like I want to improve, and I love that about it. I feel like that about music, performing. I keep myself in that space,
That hunger to grow.
Yeah.
One last one, because it's going to take us right to the present day.
Okay,
we need to talk the video series.
Oh.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Oh, yeah.
I love how you have laid this whole thing out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the way you've, again, kind of brought it all together. You're telling stories. It's visual. It's not just listen to my song and then it's here for you. It's the whole. Tell us about this, but also tell us about the planning and how this idea come about to present this whole project like this.
Okay. I was up late one night and I was just scrolling, the idea occurred to me, because the truth is I knew that I wanted to come back in a truthful space, right? I did not want to feel like, okay, everybody, just pick up where we left off. I have nothing to say to you.
Yeah.
Just listen to my music. I knew that there were things that I had to kind of present before you hear anything, you know?
So there was a pause between this body of work and your last body of work. What was your relationship with music during that pause?
That's a good question. My life, a lot of that time during that pause was radio silent. I was an artist scorned in certain ways, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted nothing to do with, I wouldn't even sing in the shower. Things I always did, I stopped doing. Turning the radio on, you know, listening, putting on my music.
Yeah.
I'm talking years. But, you know, also some of that is depression, but some of that really was just feeling like, damn, man, my dream betrayed me.
Yeah. That has to be
in some
hard.
ways.
My dream betrayed me.
Yeah, in some ways. Even though I stepped away.
Yeah.
But it was because the dream betrayed me. You know, I felt like, man, the dream and the people that are meant to be, supposed to be riding with me through things. And, you know, I felt very betrayed by my dream.
Now, I want to dig into this for a second because part of what I love about your journey and where we are all similar is that we wear many hats, but a lot of those hats are behind the scenes and the parts that people don't see. The polished part we all put out there. And it's like, here's the fun. But the bumps and bruises that get you there, people don't see.
Yeah.
And that gap where you talk about it being radio silence, without you even saying it, I can already assume a few things to be true. The first one being that if you're obsessed with music the way we all are, and bit by the bug, truly in love with it, there comes a point where the business breaks your heart enough times where you have to start working at loving it when it was just something that you loved all the time.
Yeah, naturally, yes.
And do you want to work to love something? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's real. That's like a marriage, huh?
Right,
It's like a relationship.
Yeah.
And that's a real choice.
And it takes some time to grapple with that new normal.
That's very true. And I came to understand that our only job as creatives is to fight to keep that hunger, that inspiration, to fight. That's our job, is to fight. It's not always available. It's not on tap like it was when we were coming up.
Right.
You know, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Like we're wearing those freaking hats. All those hats really, they ain't all creative.
And they get heavy.
And they get heavy, and the politics of it all and the conversations you got to have. And it's so difficult. I completely concur with that. I completely concur. But I do think that is our responsibility.
Yeah.
Or leave.
So,
or
leave.
You know, yeah. You going to work on the marriage or you going to bounce. You got choices.
So you're working on the marriage now.
I'm clearly working on the marriage.
Marriage, right.
Yeah.
When you came out of that that period and you saw, I guess you regained that joy for making music, did you have any regrets about what you did in that period?
I regretted not forcing myself to create through my dark period.
Yeah.
Because of, and I did some, you know, I did attempt sometimes, but I felt like, I regretted not, I don't like the word forcing, you know, I regret not pushing through and doing it despite what I was feeling about the industry, what I was feeling about my own career, my path, my passion being dwindling, and, you know, all the confusion and conflict with everything, you know, everything. Yeah. But I do regret that.
Did the artist side hurt you more or the songwriting side?
Ooh.
The artist side.
The artist side?
Yeah. The songwriting side is like my safe, place.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm in pajamas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've worked.
Yeah,
You just
I'm there.
You're in your
No
little, in your
makeup.
little cave. Just,
Yes, it's a cave. It's like that cannot betray you because you're a vessel. I feel closest to God when I'm creating.
Okay.
I feel very close to God when that is happening. So my vibration is very high. Like I could never like front on that. But the artist side, you're recreating and performing something that you've already created.
Yeah.
So it's just not the same.
Yeah.
But also all the rest that comes with it is dark and negative and ugly sometimes, you know.
Plus, it's such a different pressure on artists than it is on creatives.
I agree.
And I didn't understand that until we started our band, that y'all have to go through so much more than the songwriter. The songwriter, we're kind of coddled. Like we do our thing and we send it off to people, different people, and wherever it lands. But artists, y'all fighting for ticket sales. Y'all fighting for, on the social media side, you got to be active and you got to deal with all kind of energies coming at you all the time. It's crazy.
Yes.
And you got to deal with how people feel about the music.
And how people feel about how you look.
About you. Because the songwriting, you do it to some extent. I didn't realize how spoiled we were, especially when we were doing this, there was a true machine. So you could, if after a certain point, you're selling songs to artists, major labels are calling you, and then they take it and they do a thing with it.
Yeah.
That you don't have to put your hands on, and then if they do it right, it's #1 on the charts, it's the biggest video, it's and it's
Your
hard work,
done.
but
your work
hands
is
off,
done.
hands off.
Yeah.
And so you can just say like, I wrote that hit record. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I'm going back into my little cave.
I've done 3 more since then.
Right. But then the artist has to deal with how people feel.
Yeah.
How a song that they loved is now the song they hate because it's their ex's song. That they take that out on you. They take that on the artist. It's all of that emotion and energy on you every time they see you.
Right.
Wow.
Throughout life.
True.
When you hear songs today, like I'm not sure what you're listening to at this very
At this very
these
moment.
days. But when you hear songs today, do you feel like, man, this lived up to what we were doing back in the day, or do you feel like, man, there needs to be some improvement?
Of my own stuff?
No, just in general.
In the scope of music?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's talk real.
Okay. I will say it like this. When I was first coming out, I felt the competition was tougher.
Agreed.
I feel like it was just thicker, tougher, bigger songs, way bigger songs, bigger melodies.
Yeah.
You know, in sessions, there would be 3-4 rewrites sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Like even for us, there was a lot of rejection. It was like, nope, that ain't gonna work. And you're like, ooh, I gotta come hard.
Yep.
That energy, that whole, cause you wanna be whether you're an athlete, I think of myself, I am an athlete, but I think of myself in this game like that.
Athlete.
You know what I mean? Yeah, without, I don't focus on anything else that much, but I'm competing with myself, and we have to be aware of the environment of the arena that we're in, right?
Yeah.
And you want an arena that's pushing you to your best. Like when you do look out, you want to be like, ooh,
Yeah.
I gotta go back to the drawing board on my stuff, but I don't feel that now.
Yeah.
I mean, I
don't
keep
I feel it a lot less frequently because we got Bruno, we got people.
No,
we got people,
Yeah.
right?
No, we definitely got people,
But Bruno, he from the old school too.
Bruno's kind of from our
that's kind
class.
of unfair. That's unfair. You're
he's
right.
from our class,
You're right.
and he's still doing it.
Because Grenade, whatever year that, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
The thing about it is that now we can have a real conversation because we have some songwriters. It's a good panel. The bar is low.
Yeah.
And we want to be kind and encourage people coming up, but the bar is hella low. And when I say low, I mean the songs that are first singles and winning Grammys now would have got you chased out of the record label meeting.
Or at least been an album cut.
Or at least been an album cut.
Yeah.
They would have told you right away, like, this might be track 13, a bonus cut for the Walmart
bonus.
Right.
special.
We'll do a B-side.
Right.
We'll do a international release. This song can go on that.
might
I
go
got a
on
few
that.
of those. I got a few
have
of those.
several of those.
Right?
Several of those.
Yeah.
And so when I hear them, I'm like, I'm not trying to be a hater. I don't want it because I want to
No.
love everything. But
Yeah.
I'm
Music lovers.
like, I'm like, y'all bought this?
And they love it too. They just don't know.
No, they don't know.
that's what I think is happening. Like, they don't know what it takes really to come up with a recognizable melody, or what it takes really to be, say, less wordy and be more repetitive and be like, enunciate. Like, even that's gone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even understand what I'm hearing half the time.
Right.
You know,
That's true. I'm like,
I can't even make out what you're saying. Is this a happy or sad song? I really don't know. You know,
But some of that is vocal production. Like
that part too.
All
Yes,
of those elements
all
that
of
we
it.
had to perfect in order to even be able to present something to the record label. Those things it feels like it's non-existent.
it's apparent.
I
It's
feel
so
it,
apparent.
and I feel like some of the things that we struggled to push through and be allowed to do, I see now songwriters and artists being able to do because of what we did. I just wish that it was better quality. I feel like we were fighting so hard to be allowed to be in all the genres.
Yeah.
We like, don't call me just a black artist. I'm an everything songwriter. I'm not just R&B. We writing pop. We writing rock. And we got through, but it was opposition. And now when I see like SZA, right, and I see people like that who are just straight up doing pop rock records, I'm like, you have no idea how hard we had to try
bridges
fight,
you had to
to
cross.
get-
to fight to get them kind of songs on an album at all.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but that is very true. That is very true.
There's a bit of a reckoning, not a bit, there's a lot of a reckoning happening right now in our industry. Little fires everywhere because people are beginning to speak up about some of the things that were good, bad, and ugly, right? And my take on it is that, of course, I'm not a malicious person. I don't want anyone to be hurt unnecessarily. But as a purist of music, I'm okay with getting rid of some of the riffraff and the bullshit so that the real musicians and the true artists can have the opportunity to shine. There was so much of bringing your cousin, your homies in because that's your cousin, your homies. They don't know shit about music and they're also inappropriate and have no business being around artists. And people knowing they're signing you to bad deals, but it's all good and they know it's not. It's kind of abusive and predatory, but it happened to me and it's all hush hush. And I just kind of want to know where you stand on how much the industry is changing and is it changing enough?
I think I see a reckoning also. It's definitely changing. I see that too. I think that the what do they say? The cream will rise to the top. I think we're seeing another round of that. It ain't fast enough for me. I'm gonna be honest.
It's like you move too slow.
It's this move because we've been wanting that for 20 years already. Like you know, the sonics change, like the way things were even being mixed and put out, and like even that, like there's a quality that even if the song sucks, I still want quality sonics. You know what I mean? I still want to feel like like you like you're properly presenting these things. Yes. So no, it's not happening quick enough. But I have hope, and I think that's part of why. It's part of what drives me or what drove me to return. Okay. Yeah. So I'm aware of it, and I want to contribute to the positive side of that, where the art, like people that care about the art have to come in and be leaders again. You know what I think also happened is, I don't want to blame it all on executives, right? But I do think a major weight of especially Black music executives that were over Black music, I think we were betrayed a bit for their pockets. I think we were sold out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
For the quick dollar. You know, the labels, of course, that's their interest. Yeah. But like now everybody wants a strip club record. Now everyone wants a club fast up tempo because it moves quicker, and we don't got time to work this ballad. Right. You know what I mean?
And so now we're struggling to find a ballad.
That's so
true.
Yeah. And just now with like Money Long, I was so proud that her ballad worked. I was so happy. Not only for her, but obviously we know she's a songwriter who has been in the game for a very long time, but I was proud for her also. But I was proud to hear singing and ballad again, like in a good sonic and something that had meaning and something that we could follow, something that songs that she had too. You know what I mean? Like songs that
Hours,
yeah.
Made for Me. We listened and we're like, you know how, because we know, you're like,
yeah.
we're like,
that.
all right, money. I see what, that's what we're missing. Thank you.
Yes.
And hoping that becomes infectious and people.
Yes, that hope, right?
Yes.
When you hear it, there's that like inside as a creative, you're like, yes, please. I want that fire. I want Belle to ask, right?
This whole thing.
Yeah.
What was the last song that inspired you to want to be creative?
Ooh. Maybe Folded.
Great song.
Maybe Folded.
Great song.
It reminded me of Usher in like, I don't know, 06, 07.
Yes.
Like it just reminded me of my first time hearing You Remind Me or Confessions even. Like it was totally sonically giving that to me. So yeah, I would have to give it to Kalani.
It's Folded for me was so deceptive because at first listen I was like, this is a decent R&B record, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then you hear it again and then you hear the string intro, you be like,
Yeah.
and then you hear it again and then you hear the lyric and you're like, shit, like this is one of them ones.
Saying something, and it was so many hooks about that song.
It's hook
just a
after
bunch
hook
of hooks.
after hook.
Yeah. I missed that.
She knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
She knew what she was doing.
Oh yeah, they did that.
Let's take a walk down something I'm going to call Keri credits.
Okay.
Because the credits are it's weighty. It's heavy. It's heavy.
It's a heavy bunch.
I talked about the fact that you were part of a group writing camp called The Clutch.
Yes.
For those who read the credits, because I'm not sure how you read them, so it's not as easy to read them now.
Yeah.
Y'all were like the super group. Okay? And I'm going to get into, after you explain this, the ways in which I believe personally The Clutch was far more influential to the business than they get credit for. But I want you to talk about what it was like for all these brilliant songwriters who are, by the way, all still killing in their own right, to come together as like the super friends. How did that happen?
So JQ and I used to work a lot with the Underdogs. And even though some of them were producers, some were writers, some were both, right? A lot of them were 100%ers actually. But we would work as individuals, as partners, a lot in that building. And the idea really was to fashion ourselves after them. We loved being in that Edmonds building back in those times. It was
Edmonds
super inspiring. Yeah. Like we spent a lot of time when, we would work here, we would work there, we just clicked up. And it was one day he had the idea, he was like, what if we, and I'm like,
Yep. We should do that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, it was a writing, I think this idea had occurred, right? And then we do a writing camp for J-Lo at, I want to say, Circle House in Miami. So we just were like, initially it was just kind of unofficial. Let's just see if there's synergy. And boy, was there synergy.
What was there
And
synergy?
we would literally like break, like this is the track, break. I'm going over here. I'm gonna write the first verse. You're gonna write You're gonna write the bridge. Work on the bridge, and we'll come together for the hook. Or we'll start with the hook and then break. Like it would happen whatever kind of way. But we would usually work on the hook, just spitball ideas together, and we were watching ourselves like, how you out of body.
Yeah.
A lot of times we were like, we are. We all had individual success. We all had credits.
Yeah, y'all were all
prior,
y'all
right?
Were all,
we were all established songwriters. But together it was just magical. It was just like, ooh. It came easy. It was like just.
So what happened? What happened to the Clutch, damn it?
I can speak for my involvement. I was being signed in this process of the Clutch. So
at the same time.
Okay. So I moved to Miami. I lived with Timbaland for a couple years and was down there working on my debut album. And that was kind of in the way of a lot of the Clutch sessions. I would come in and out as much as I possibly could. I had already left school, but it was harder. I'm only going to speak for myself. Like I was like, we had an agreement that we split everything evenly because, somebody, we all worked evenly. It all balanced out, right?
Yeah.
But then I was not there as much.
Yeah.
So eventually we had the conversation. It was just like, hey guys, I understand. I'm not here as much as everybody else is.
Yeah.
I've missed quite a few sessions at this point. Don't put me in and JQ initially was like, no, this is what it is. Like, you're going to come in and when you are here, you're very integral. Like, no, we're still going to chop, initially that was a combo and then we revisited it and it was like, yeah, no, I don't like that the way it feels.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel, I don't want to feel like I'm impeding upon what you guys are creating or I'm just not there. It's not fair. So that's what happened with me. Okay. I got an opportunity to become a solo artist, which was always my plan A. Songwriting for me was my plan B.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I only took that up when my second group disbanded. And I always wanted to be an artist, but that took it was 8-9 years before I, had the opportunity to finally come out. So yeah, that's what happened with my involvement.
Well, when you explain it, it makes a lot of sense. Although there's always a perspective outside. I was like, why like they broke up but that's almost an impossible situation.
Other things happened.
I'm sure.
And it is a lot of personalities. It's a lot of personalities.
I will say though that the impact you guys had, because I was right behind you. I think I was at a couple of studios where the Clutch was, and it was like mythic and epic. And, do you know the Clutch is in Studio A? And because you guys were so successful in banding together, it became kind of like a label practice. They were always just trying to like find the new Clutch. So they'd be like, if we put these,
I remember that.
If we put these 4 songwriters together, maybe we'll have another Clutch, and we'll call them the unit, and we'll call them
the unit,
the bridge, and the winners, and
the breaks,
the breaks. No, straight up though, like because you know how the industry is. They see something and they try to duplicate.
It's working.
Yeah. And it was very much even writing camps, right?
I was just about to say that
writing camps were not really a thing.
No, but they became more of a thing. But then
it was like, if we can get 10 writers and maybe of the 10
together,
2 or 3 of them become a thing and we get this hit.
Yeah.
In your opinion,
I remember the inception of
that was because
camps.
of the Clutch.
In your opinion, do you think that worked?
Which part? Writing camps?
Yeah, just putting 5 or 6 hit writers in the room together.
I do.
You think it worked?
I do. Yeah. We've seen it work for Rihanna. We've seen it work greatly for a lot of artists. I do think so. And there's an air of competition in those rooms. You have a building and you got, today I'm over here and then tomorrow I'm working with these people. And there's like this round robin of just great talent, and you're pushing each other and you're pushing yourself. And I think it's very effective.
I do
We've
too.
seen a lot of hit records that we don't even know came out of a writing camp. You know what I mean?
What about Ludacris featuring Bobby Valentino, Pimpin' All Over the World?
Pimpin' All Over the World.
That was such a good track, man. How did that come about?
That, I was working with Polo, who produced it. He had played, I want to say, I don't remember if Luda's vocals were on it yet or not. I just remember hearing someone else, not Bobby V, laid a reference for Pimpin' All Over the World. It's not the way people present it. Like, I don't write raps. I didn't write Ludacris's part. I co-wrote the hook and I added that post hook that wasn't there when I first did it. So the world, the world, the world. Like, it's just, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I was hoping we get a Keri vocal.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
A
Keri vocal. So I'm saying.
Yeah, that wasn't, I don't know. I'd be like, that
So you be trying to downplay your
I'm sorry, but
your contributions to the hits.
You're right, but like, that was literally like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, Polo's playing something, and I'm like, let me go, and it happened in 5 minutes. Like, it's, I don't know, like.
I understand.
The ones that don't require a lot of effort, I just like, amazing.
Awesome.
Great. It's a single? Okay, awesome.
Cut the check.
You like it? Okay.
Let me ask you about another one, because there's some joints coming.
Okay.
Icebox
by
Omarion, which is one of my favorite Songs by him are my favorite R&B
Yeah.
songs, period. It's
Period.
so
Ooh.
clever and so catchy.
Yeah.
Did you know that one was going
God,
to be
I
the
wish
smash it
we
was?
should. I should. Huh?
Did you know it was going to be as big as it was?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Even based on just the track. Somebody said something about the track being cold. And so we start looking up, we start like jogging our mind like, because it felt like that. It just felt cold. Like, you know, probably someone complimenting the track like, that shit's so cold. You know what I mean? And it turned out, I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold, you know? And so we looked up like synonyms for cold, and icebox was one of them. And like, you know, it just, and so we just started writing. We just went. Like somebody said icebox, and we just went for it. We separated.
Get on my nerves.
He comes in dancing. Like,
get on my nerves.
What are you talking about?
It's just too good. Like as a songwriter, I've always not a negative jealousy, but it's that you hear you're like
the healthy one, yeah.
Damn, I need to get in the studio.
Yeah.
Did I drop Icebox? Let me get in the studio.
But let me text him and say congrats.
Congrats. Let me get in the studio. Because you're a fan of music first.
Yes.
And that was just one of them ones where I'm like,
and
they did it.
We knew. There's a secret about that song. I don't know if you guys have heard yet.
What's
Spill
the
it.
secret?
Okay, because I was working with Timbaland so much, and Timbaland was in town also. It was really supposed to be his session, but he was in town. I knew that because I was like the liaison for this session happening, right? What I didn't know was when he might come through, whatever. So we start laying what would be Timbaland's part. I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so. And there's another part. I got this. There's another part. So I knew Timbaland's voice so much. I was just. I lived with him for a little while. Like I knew Timbaland's voice. I knew his isms. I knew the way his melodies that he likes. So we knew that we wanted to create basically a duet with Omarion and Timbaland because he didn't have that. You know, he didn't have that in his career. And so we got Zeke in the booth, and I coached him on how to sound really nasal and like how to like. I needed to be like, I literally was like vocal producing him to sound exactly like Timbaland, just so Tim wouldn't be like,
what is this mess?
Yeah. Okay. Just so when he came in, so we were thinking when he came in, he was going to cut his parts.
Yeah.
He said, he walks in and he's like, we were like, okay, so, I'm having to talk to him. I'm like, so Tim, so this is the part. So do you want to cut it tonight or you want to cut? I think we might have been in for 2 days. Maybe I can't remember. Maybe it was just one day. That's not important. But I was like, so do you want to lay it now? And he's like, no, it sounds like me. Keep it. I was like, no, that's not what we want to do. Like, we did EQ the hell. We did get it very tight, and that is the version people are hearing to this day.
Hold on.
It's Zeke.
That's Zeke?
It's Zeke.
He's now the president of a record label?
We stacked his vote. Exactly. It's Ezekiel Lewis. We stacked. Listen, when I tell you I was so proud of my work.
That is work.
But I was thinking Timbaland would come in.
Does anyone know this?
I've said it maybe in a couple
That's wild. I did not know that.
It's not Tim. He's in the video. Right. And we did a damn good job. Shout out to you, Zeke. We rode that out. Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's freaking Zeke. It's not Tim.
So-
but we
so
layered
y'all been
it just
catfishing us
like
all
Tim
these
would. We
years.
catfished the hell out of the world.
Because I'm like, wait a minute.
We catfished the hell out of the whole world. And Tim was like, it sounds just like me. He didn't want it. I was like, I was upset.
That's wild.
No, that means you did your job so damn well that no one knows it. The world didn't know the difference.
The world did not know the difference.
I was today years old.
Yeah.
Let's go to Britney Spears, Give Me More.
Okay.
Yo.
That's her big record.
Yes.
This is a culture shifter.
Yes.
At that point, was there a difference between writing an R&B record and a pop record?
Yes.
And the reason I ask that is because sometimes Black creators get a song on a white artist, and that's what make the song pop. But in the case of Give Me More and definitely some stuff that Claude did, it was just a pop record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is different than a Black person writing for a white artist and it becoming pop.
Or them coming for the urban because they decided they want to be.
Yeah, right.
Oh, right.
You know,
right.
It just was a great freaking Britney Spears record for where she was in her life, regardless of who wrote it.
Yeah.
And was she in a crazy part in her life.
Was she. Yeah. Man. Oh, my empathy meter every day we were in for weeks. I worked at her house. We worked in Vegas. We worked in LA, like with Danger.
Yeah, yeah.
I did a couple sessions with JQ too. I co-wrote that song with Jim Beans.
Oh yeah, I love Jim
who
Beans.
I worked a lot with Timbaland. I brought him in on my album. He would come in. What I loved about him was he's a colorer.
Yeah.
He's a colorer. He loves to like add a lot of like like accoutrements to a song, right?
Yeah.
So that I thought was his forte, and we wrote really well together. But like, gimme, that was like the hook was done. From the moment the track is playing, I remember leaning over the studio chair, literally stomach on the chair, hands on the thing, just being silly, and I just kept saying, gimme. I just literally was doing that. And I don't know, I think I did it so much that we just...
Earworm.
Yeah, it was like, why don't we just see what happens if we go and put that on the...
Yeah.
You know, because I was totally just playing. We weren't even writing yet. And then we were writing.
And then all of a sudden...
Yeah, it's like, something clicks. Like,
What did you think? What did you think of the world's reaction to the song, both as a pop record, but also how that song became synonymous with that era of Britney Spears? Because it's a controversial era.
Yeah, and her first performance of it
on MTV was
I was
crazy.
there too. I had just performed The Way I Are. I was there, and I was looking like over on was this Vegas? I think it was Vegas. VMAs. I was looking over at her performance there, and she was tanking, like understandably so. Her life was, you know, in a really bad place, right? So, but I don't know what all was happening. I just remember watching it like, my heart sank.
No, I think the whole world did. That moment, that performance in particular, and a couple others. There's a Kanye moment as well, where MTV, their awards in particular, were super, super deliberate and destructive and shady to the creative people, because you also, what the fans don't understand is that for those shows to go off without a hitch, it comes with lots of rehearsals, lots of executive decisions, lots of practice and approvals. And so that's what I mean by what we understand from behind the scenes. To understand the amount of permission and legal that goes into a performance for them to allow that to take place. I was always in the home like,
what part do you think they could have?
I just feel like for Britney Spears, who was such an MTV darling and had been such a big part of building the TRL brand and the MTV brand of that era, who was coming back.
True.
There's a part where you say, we don't want you to look like this.
And what, do it over? We'll give you another shot.
Do it over or come back when you're ready. Because as hurtful as that might be to hear, if you care for someone's image, and image is everything when you're a pop star at that level, then you have to also be protective of the people that build your platform. And Britney is an MTV builder.
Totally that. Yeah.
So I was just like,
I never thought about it.
It was no different than when they gave Kanye that 10-minute rant at a time where you could tell that he was not himself. I'm like, well, you know how much, again, we know this. You know how much 10 minutes of TV time is worth?
It's crazy.
Nobody's getting that.
No.
So the decision to give anybody kind of unscripted 10 minutes of TV time becomes a choice. So when I saw it, I was like, what a great song that's already doing well. And why would you kind of almost purposely set this young lady up?
Well, this was the very first time people heard, this was the debut of the song.
True.
People had never heard it.
True.
They had never heard it. So what that taught me was, you can't stop a hit.
You can't stop.
Not even the artist can stop. Not even a terrible. Because they trashed my song.
Yeah.
They trashed it. It was scary as heck. Because all this time I'm like, I got her first single.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, as a songwriter.
Yeah.
And now I perform the same VMAs. I performed the same night with Timbaland doing The Way I Are. So now I have like two like EDM, techno, global, Euro, like smashes, I'm up.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And then I'm watching it in real time like, shit. This is not how my night was supposed to go. And then we, this is the beginning of like online. We're still at the beginning phases of like people sharing their opinions.
Yeah, which is.
And it was like and there were interviews about it and like, just how it was just bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Tragic. But the song rising still the way that it did around the globe, when I started seeing,
them charts.
Yeah.
Internationally.
Oh, yeah.
Because I believe that sometimes a bad performance can stunt the growth of a song.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen that happen in my career where it was the first single.
Yes.
Lights, camera was on, and it's how they get that daytime talk show in the beginning.
That position. Yeah. And it didn't go well.
Can't.
Yeah, and TV's hard. Like TV rough. Live performances are a whole different beast. But yeah, you're right. A bad performance, it can really be the end of that beginning.
Yeah.
Let me throw one more your way, which is a personal favorite of mine.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige, Take Me As I Am.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect record.
That's a clutch record.
On a huge, pivotal, important Mary J. Blige album.
Yeah. Breakthrough, broke
through. You know what I'm saying? It broke the fuck through.
Yes.
That song feels, in a lot of ways, like a testimony.
Yeah.
And what I love about music is that if it's done right, like these songs always mentioned are done right, as the years go by, they have new meaning. Like a song in your 20s don't mean something different in your 30s and your 40s.
True.
And I was listening to Take Me As I Am last night, and I was like, this song gets realer and realer.
Yeah.
Do you feel the way about that song?
I haven't thought about it in a long time, but I have such an affinity for that record because it was one of the times that she went on TV or did something kind of big and said, they asked her favorite song off that album, and she said, "Take Me As I Am." We were like,
it's such a Mary record.
But look at what else is on that album.
I know.
You know what I mean? I was like, what? And she said that with such sincerity, and it was just like, whoa. That was the first time that had happened. I was like, no way.
Did you feel validation from that
Absolutely.
As you should.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there's moments that, you collect like that. And you're like, oh, man. And you need them because there's a lot of rejection, too. There's a lot of songs that never saw the light of day that you think are amazing or great or belong. Man, I really need this person to have this song. It's for no one else. If she can't do it or he can't do it, then no one's going to have it. So there's so many songs in our graveyards of our computers and our drives that you need those nuggets. You need those. You need them. You use them. You know.
Yes.
You use them. Mm-hmm. So that was a clutch record. I think we all might have been there. And that was what that became. But we were very purposeful in the way that we wrote that song to be her story. That was all we wanted to accomplish. Is like, how is Mary feeling right now?
Right now.
Yeah. How is she feeling?
That's a gem, by the way. As a songwriter, it's important to be writing how you think an artist is feeling right now. Not the sound on the last album, not the sound on the first album, but trying to anticipate emotionally.
What do they need?
What do they need today?
What do they need to say to the world?
Yeah.
What do they need to say to themselves? What do they need to say to their husband?
Right.
What do they need to say to their child or whatever? You're literally needing. Songwriting is about being a vessel for God, but also for that artist.
Yeah.
And so for Britney, what I knew that she needed was fucking fun.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was going through what she was going through, and it was like, she needs to just have release. I think she needs release from reality, from her life. And escapism, and so that was what it was like fantasy. When I turn the lights down.
When I turn the lights down.
I don't even remember the lyrics, but it was all fantasy.
So good.
All about fantasy. And what was crazy is I had other Britney records that I wrote for her prior projects that didn't make it. I wrote one with Sean Garrett some years before that. I had been trying to get a Britney placement. Yeah.
Oh, you got one. You got a bunch.
Yeah.
Wrapping up the Keri credit section, is there a song that you wish you got more credit for that you like we talked about a lot of ones that people know, but is there one like, wow, but yeah, y'all always overlook this thing that we did or that I did?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the songs that I put on my own projects. I can say this about, because there are songs that I wrote entirely by myself. And if you do see another name on these records that I'm gonna say, it was because I brought in someone for color, like for helping arrange, like Intuition. I brought in Jim Beans again. He added some color. Like to me, that's like he's a great writer too. Don't get me wrong.
Shout out Jim Beans.
Shout out to Jim Beans. But I only needed him for that purpose on that song. So there are songs that I wrote by myself. Some were very quick writes. And because they were quick writes, not because they were quick writes, because they were songs in my heart that I needed to express, made them quick writes for me, right?
That makes sense.
And so Where Did He Go? Tell Him the Truth, Intuition, like songs on my first album that I was literally just in a cage and just needed to, actually, Where Did He Go? I wrote that like the first weekend, the first couple of days of, might have been the first or second night of meeting Timbaland.
Wow.
Yeah. But point is, like, there are songs that I feel that way of, like, even on my new project, there's a song called Who that I'm like, man, I just sometimes wish.
People lean into those.
I mean, they do. They're cult classics, right? Telling the Truth for sure. Where Did He Go for sure. Intuition for sure. Beautiful Mistake I wrote mostly by myself, but I brought in Attitude, a guy who's also a writer on this new project too. But I feel that way about those because I'm like, these are truly the essence of
who you are,
who I am. You know, when it's not a co-write. But I also love co-writes. Don't get me wrong; they pull things out of me. You know, they challenge me. They're also more fun than being in there by myself.
It's a little scary.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into your artist career now because we're going to add another hat, basically, right?
Okay.
The artist career is also inspiring because, again, you're a songwriter that people knew as a songwriter and then as an artist, which was a big deal, especially like, oh my God, like she about to do it all of it. Awesome. Timbaland signs you. You said earlier that you lived with him. Take us through the artist journey because that in itself is scary and a whole other hat.
The day I met him, and for the next few years, I was on this if I guess you call it cloud nine. I just remember, I could cry. Like I'm getting goosebumps now, remembering. See, that's why I don't be looking back. Because it's emotional, because I left college for that. Like I was at Emory University. I had, hope as a student. Like and my parents, I come from a family of educators. But this was my dream. And I'm so grateful. I'm also getting emotional because my dad, who passed, allowed me to leave school. Like he helped me make that decision. And it became very real. When it became very real, he saw the potential, and I got my talent really from him, And so that was a big decision in my family. I have 3 other siblings under me in age, right? So in a family, I'm second oldest. In a family dynamic, like, you don't pull moves like that. You don't leave college.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and I'm, again, family, my whole family, educators. My mother is in early childhood development. She's had a daycare center for 40 years. My aunt was a teacher and then a principal, and then I got a counselor. My uncle is a counselor, and like my grandmother was a business professor.
So you're the unicorn.
I'm but they were all creative people.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much on my mom's side. No. But literally, I mean, I just felt like the black sheep. I felt it. I felt like, oh man, but my dad sang, he pressed the record, and it's like, my aunt sang in church, my grandma sang in church, my maternal grandmother twirled the baton and was a majorette, like an Eastern Star or whatever, and performed. But the idea that it happened when and how it did was a big deal. And so that feeling was only countered by the cloud nine and the motivation, and now this new portal opening up for my life over here with the epitome. Polo or Donnie Scantz, I can't remember which one of them asked me like a year or months before ever meeting Timbaland. Like I feel like I manifested him, right? Because they said, who would, at the time I was working on music with Donnie Scantz, like we were doing alternative
Shout out Donnie Scantz.
Shout
out to Donnie, yeah.
That was one of my first mentors, was Donnie
Really?
Scantz. Yeah.
That's so dope. I didn't know that. He's incredible. Like we were doing like an alternative sound, right? So I remember, and I was also writing for others, and I remember passing Polo occasionally at different sessions, and so one of them asked me, outside of a studio, we were standing by our cars, and it was like, well, who do you think would even, just shooting the shit, who do you think would even like get you as an artist? I was like, Timbaland would. And I said it like, who knew that me saying that and seeing that would open this portal to now living in his freaking house and working. And then let's take it a step further. When I met Timbaland, he was in a dark space. He was going through his own depression. Aaliyah had passed. You know, he still wasn't over that. He's now meeting a young girl. And first day I met him, he said, "You remind me of Aaliyah." And he just stared at me like he didn't like that feeling.
Oh, it's uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You know what I mean? But his look, I was like, maybe it's not gonna work, because I remind him of someone he loved and lost.
Yeah.
You know?
And those memories you can't.
So that scared me. But anyway, there was so Tim, you know, I don't want to tell his story, but he was definitely not in the greatest space. He was a little grumpy. You know, a little grumpy. I used to definitely call him grumpy. But he would like be asleep in the sessions, and like me, Danger, and Marcella just became this unit during that
Shout
time.
out Marcella
when Tim,
too. We love Marcella.
We love Marcy. We love Danger. Nate, the great, I call him.
Yeah.
While Tim, he would come in sometimes when he had something to do, you know, he would come in, we just basically took over his room because he wasn't there as much. He was in his own, he wasn't that lubricated. And I lived in one of the bedrooms at his house. He was trying to get himself out of this space. There was a song that I thought about the other day while I was showering. It's called "They Don't Understand." And I actually wrote it about my sister. I wrote it about my younger sister, who is a extreme introvert. And it says, "That's me in the back seat looking out the window because they don't understand. They don't understand. That's me in the something laying on the cold floor because they don't understand. They don't understand." I remember the song, and the beat was just crazy, right? And I'm telling the story so long because it means so much to me. I'm sorry. But he would work out. Like, I would go to the garage. Like, I might just be asking, like, "Hey, what time is lunch?" You know what I mean? His chef, you know, whatever. Or I'd wake up and just be like, "Hi," and go back to my room. Or like, "I'm going to go to the studio," you know. He put this song on repeat for hours at times, like one song on repeat, and he would run like 6 miles. Like Tim was at his heaviest at this time.
He was trying to get.
He was trying to get. He had like, that's part of his depression. You know, I guess he had gained more weight, and like he just was in a bad space. But this one song, and I saw him like fighting. I saw him fight, and that song was like the soundtrack to his fight. It was like his Rocky moment. Like, I can't even really, like, but I have visuals to it. It's like, I can't get you in my head. I can't put you in my head, but it was so powerful.
Yeah.
And like, there was a time when he verbalized how integral I was, and his team, me, Danger, Marcy, everyone that was around, like how integral we were for him fighting back out to be able to produce
Nelly Furtado.
Nelly Furtado and the new Justin Timberlake stuff and Jesus Christ. And like everything that he had, even the way I are and like that whole era, like when he gave me that, I was like, and that was in private, but it was like just such a nod to like, wow, who even thought? Like I'm coming in nervous because you said I remind you of someone that you loved and lost and like, and then it turned into me being one of the catalysts for him fighting his way out of a dark space and into a Uber. You remember that run he had? Like I got to witness.
You were part of
Tim.
it.
I was part of it. Like Tim, he wasn't really even making music like that. You know what I mean? Like it was
the way our All Them Records. That was our
couple
run
years
international.
Yeah. So that was a long way of telling that story.
Listen,
I don't even remember the question anymore. No, it isn't.
But the process of you signing Timberlake and Polo and living with him was something that I was curious about, and I wanted to know what the experience was. So you spelled it all out.
Yeah, Cloud 9.
In a Cloud 9 experience.
So many ways. I look back. I almost cried during that story because it's just I look back on so much fondness, and I learned a lot too. Yeah. I learned even more under Timbaland's tutelage. Mm-hmm.
What do we not know about Knocks You Down?
What do we not know about
There's so many power players in this hit of a record.
That it wasn't going to have a feature at all. It was not. It was going to be me on the first and second verse. I mean, we talked about it when I recorded it, but Kevin Cossum wrote majority of that. We co-wrote, and it was all me initially. I'll tell you a funny story. Here's another funny story. So, damn, where's Al Jamal? So, okay, Kanye, we're doing, remember Make Love video? Me and Kanye rolling around in a bed in the house, whatever, acting like a couple. So Ye's verse, keep rocking, keep knocking, whether you Louis Vuitton it up or Reebok it. Okay, he gave us that verse plus what was on the end, and we might have cut out even more. He put it all at the top of my song.
He was like, here's 2 minutes of me.
Here's on her song. Like, I'm like, what are we gonna do? Can this be? Like, it was so Kanye, and I loved him for it. Yeah. Like, I literally was like, he just came in and peed on my shit. Like, oh my God. But I was like, I just was like, so we had to have lots of discussions about like, we gotta split that up. We gotta, he can intro the song, but he can't just have the record. Like, you know what I mean? We might as well give it to him at this point. He was livid. He was livid. Yeah. He was livid
can't say as he should be because it's definitely your song.
I almost said that, right? I almost said as he should be, but no, I could have been livid, but I just was like, we're gonna figure it out how to do this.
I figured it out all right.
Yes, we did. Also, here's something else you don't know about that song.
Yeah, put me up, please.
Neil's verse does not go with what the song was written about.
Let me sit up. Analyze this for me, please.
Do it later.
Okay.
But lyrically, the first and second verse had their own tone, and he came in and made it like I was not. It was not about like. But it's Neil, and it's like.
Did that bother you when you heard
Yes, it bothers me. Every time I perform it, I be thinking about it like.
Still?
That Neil, yeah.
that Neil.
But we didn't, I wasn't going to tell that man to
change his
verse. Yeah, I just was like, I remember having a conversation with my manager, Ethiopia, at the time, and probably Al Jamal and whoever else was around, like, I guess I can live with it. Yeah. You got my verse,
those
and you got his.
Those compromises you make.
The compromises you make, for sure.
I wanna be a fly on the wall after I introduce this because the two of you, the two people sitting to my right, your left, are a part of one of the best R&B songs, one of the biggest anthems of the last couple decades. And like I said, how you listen to a song, you get jealous.
Oh, that was one of them for you.
I called Chuck. I was like, you didn't call me for this shit?
Okay.
The song I'm talking about is Pretty Girl Rock.
Yeah.
Take it away, because I'm still blown by that record. It's just,
I want to hear from you, your perspective.
Well, when I first got to the studio, it was a crazy.
Were we Westlake?
We was at Westlake.
Yeah.
But I had just left Compound because I was a staff writer, a staff producer with Neo. And so once my contract was up, I didn't feel like I was going to work with him again. And so his manager called me just on some random, I was somewhere, and he was like, yo, can you get to LA for a session? And I was like, who's the artist? And he's like, Keri Hilson. And so I was happy to be working with Neo, but more importantly, that means I had to go do a little deep dive of who I was going in the studio with.
Okay.
And I played one song. I played Turning Me On. I played Turning Me On, and I caught the essence of the bottom of that record. And that's what Pretty Girl, that's why I've never ever done another track like Pretty Girl Rock, because I was trying to capture the essence of that bottom of Turning Me On, and that's what makes it brilliant. But even when Neo started writing the record, I never thought you were gonna cut it because I was so uncomfortable with him calling it pretty. I'm like, who? Like, she's pretty.
Who's gonna sing a song about being pretty?
About being pretty while pretty. And will anybody give a shit about that song?
Right. I had that same fear.
They did.
So when I came, I got there late. Neil's a quick writer.
Yeah.
He was already laying it, and then he had to bounce. He had to go to some event. I was coming from an event. He had to go to an event. So we were kind of
Two
like
ships
this.
passing in the night.
2 ships passing. Like it was like he was like, all right, take it away. You know.
Yeah.
And so I finished the record. I worked on it. I added some additional arrangements and whatever, but it was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was there. It was there for me, and I felt the same way. I was like a little scared of it. Like I was like, women are gonna
they're gonna hate me.
They're gonna hate me for saying that I'm beautiful.
And you like, don't hate me.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Like,
they're definitely right. So, but then as I was recording it, I started being aware of the purpose by way of how I was feeling saying these words. So then I put myself in the audience's seat.
Yeah.
You know, in the fan seat who's singing along with me. As I'm in the booth, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a fucking minute.
Yep.
This is gonna change young girls' lives.
It's a mantra.
This is an affirmation.
Affirmation, yeah.
This is exactly that, right? But it didn't occur to me at first listen. I was like, all right, now I gotta rewrite a Neo song. You know what I mean? Like,
How's that gonna
I was
go?
like, how is this gonna go? Like, I'll just wait till he gets back. But no, as I was singing it, I was like, oh, got it. Okay, this is purposeful. This is probably even, I don't even know if he was aware, but he's genius like that.
Nah,
he's
aware.
a layered guy, you know, layered writer. So I don't even know. I don't know whether or not he was aware of that. I just know I became aware, and it was jamming. Like the track was
jamming.
the track alone, like by the time there are times I'm listening to it in the booth, like without the lead vocal, and just like, ooh, this is monstrous. You just know when you know. I walked in on some shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
That whole experience was such a confidence booster for me. First of all, because I had just left Neo and I kind of didn't know what I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But secondly, it was a confidence booster because you were signed to two of the hottest producers in the whole music business with Polo the Don
Shout
and
out Polo.
Timbaland. So even going in, the most you can hope on a Timbaland artist or Polo the Don is the Japan bonus.
the Walmart special.
The Target
bonus.
limited edition.
Limited edition.
Yeah.
But when I got the single,
We fought for that. They
Yeah,
were mad.
man.
They were
They were
mad.
mad?
Yeah.
Were they? I was wondering this. Were they mad?
Of course.
because I was like, how did...
We tried to
Holy
go with
Lord.
other stuff before it too. Not we.
Yeah.
Them.
Them. Because I was like, yo, Chuck, you pulled a caper, bro.
Yeah,
Like, how
it was a caper to me.
Yeah, they
was a
were
caper
not
to me.
happy, but they also couldn't deny that they were. But I just remember having to fight.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man.
Thank you for
we
fighting.
wasting money. We wasted money.
Yeah.
We cut Breaking Point.
Yeah.
And what else was before it? Like, not saying they were terrible songs, but like, I was waiting for Pretty Girl Rock. However, it turned out the way it needed to because the ones that came out before it just set us up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The music video, though, Keri.
But I wanted to come out with Pretty Girl Rock.
It's one of the best music videos, too. Like the tributes to the different eras of Black women.
Yes.
From Josephine Baker, you get through TLC, Janet, TLC, and beyond. It was just so well done.
Yes, Donna
Summer for the song and for what I think Black girls need to see at the time.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking like that. But
what you mean?
I wasn't thinking like that about.
In my mind, it felt like the whole
thing
was
homage. So. It wasn't about what kids would feel necessarily initially. But of course, I became aware of that later. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, this is inspiring because like you can see yourself next.
Through all these
we
eras.
went through history. Now you can see yourself.
That's literally what's saying is like, and now it's your turn.
It's your yes. And then the redeeming chords. Boom, doom, doom, doom,
those are the chords I regret because
what?
There's one more writer on Pretty Girl Rock because of those chords, and it's Bill Withers.
Yeah.
What?
We couldn't take just the two of us.
Nobody asked me. That was the bad part about leaving the Neo situation. I didn't have no representation, but nobody asked me, did you sample it or was it an interpolation?
You didn't, right?
It was not. It wasn't even. I wasn't even thinking about
Bill Withers.
The two of us.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of songs with those chords. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even thinking about that, and I didn't even have the opportunity to fight for it before it came out and Bill Withers. And he took a nice chunk.
I remember. Did they?
Bill Withers' estate took a chunk of that.
I remember the combo.
Yeah.
We had to, I remember certain combos about it, and we had to do the safe thing. You know what I mean? We didn't want anything to come and wreck the opportunity for the song. Obviously we didn't know how much, I don't even remember how much he took, but we didn't know, we knew it would be a cut into it, but I didn't know you weren't a part of that process.
I was not a part of that conversation.
Because you would have been like, no, you
I'd
probably
have been like, hell no.
Yeah, we had the musicologists and all that. Like we had to go through all the motions, all the science.
And I think looking back, I think what it was the actual sound that I used mixed with that chord.
Okay.
Those
created more similar.
Yeah, it just made y'all think of man, I was so pissed when I saw them credits.
I'm sorry. I hate that you didn't know.
No, I didn't know at all.
So I wanna get to the present because the hits happened and are happening. The songwriting happened and is happening. But we also talked about it being a dark place, right?
Yeah.
And the vibe I get from you is that you're mysterious and mysterious by choice. I like it. I like it. It's Sade-ish, and I like it.
Okay.
But what are some of the things that you did to claw your way out of that darkness to get to the point where we're now on this beautiful trilogy?
Ooh, a lot of things. I went on like spiritual retreats.
Yeah.
I picked up the pen again. I, occasionally would write for others. I would continue writing for myself. I started listening, forcing myself to listen to music again. Like I fought for the love, for that love to return to me. Because I didn't want to do anything else. Like I didn't want to quit. I didn't really want to leave. I toyed with the idea for sure. Yeah. Ideation, but I really wanted to do it, but I know I'm the kind of person that has to love it to do it. I can't do anything I don't love.
Yeah.
I can't just do things for the sake of it or for money or for what, like none of that has ever driven me. So I fought for the passion just in many different ways. I started journaling. I started just all kinds of things. Spiritual. I had some spiritual work. I had some relationship work. Fell in love. Lost some love.
Shit.
Just lived. Traveled. There was a period of time where I only would accept shows in places I wanted to see.
Okay.
So like, yeah, let's go to Morocco. Like,
hell yeah, let's go to
Kazakhstan.
Morocco.
Sure.
That's cool.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I haven't been to Beijing. Let's freaking go. Like I.
Do you feel misunderstood?
Yeah, I do. I do. and it pains me, but we were saying something earlier, and it's like people are really, when they have an idea about you, it's really difficult to ever get them to change their mind or even when you're being completely honest and completely vulnerable and saying the complete truth finally about whatever. Yeah. They have this preconceived idea that's kind of grounded it somewhere, you know. I understand why they might believe something about me. I can understand it, I can see it, but it's just not the way it is. And it's just really difficult to, you can't change anyone's mind. And I do feel misunderstood, and I would love to be able to change people's minds, but unfortunately it's just not possible.
Life's too short for that shit.
And life is really too short, but also it hurts to have your character attacked.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that's a difficult thing. Yeah. You know?
I bet.
Yeah. So, but it's part of it, and I'm grateful.
I mean, does it have to be, though?
Well, yeah. Now, yeah, it does. Unless you just, I don't know, play a different game.
Let me put it like this then, because I understand what you're saying, but I do want to address something that I think you are especially equipped to talk about. The media, and I think fan bases now, stan wars have gotten especially vitriolic in the last 10 years. Black women in music, I think, get it the hardest in terms of how we expect perfection from them and how we pit them against each other. And it still kind of comes down to cancel culture, right? Like, or whatever the hell that means.
Yeah.
How do you feel about cancel culture? Because I think that's something that we're also kind of debating right now culturally. Like, do we go to the concert still? Do we support?
Right.
How much of their business are we entitled to? How much are we allowed to tear people down for a job they're doing? What is your opinion? Because so many people are victim of it, and also kind of like the person throwing the daggers.
Yeah. It's just, I just look at that like it's so unfortunate that we know as much as we know now about, you know, like, of course there are some instances where there are real victims involved with what we learn about someone, and they deserve to be held accountable, and everyone deserves to feel how they feel. But in cases where that's not the case, and it's just based on a personal decision or their own personal opinion about something, like I think when it becomes so much about semantics, or someone misspoke and now you're holding them to the fire, they try to like tell you that's not actually what I meant.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're like, no, because you don't tell them what's in their brain.
What's in their brain and their experience.
Based on the perspective that you had about what they said or how they felt. Genuinely, like I think there are some fair cases and there are some really terribly unfair cases.
Yeah, absolutely.
And things that we don't need to know about people.
Agreed.
So in those cases, I feel like, man, that's like, it makes me want to just shut up. It makes me want to just not do any interviews, not do any podcasts, because you talk enough, you're gonna step in something you didn't intend to step in.
Right.
That's true.
You know, so it makes it scary.
It does.
I'm not a fan of cancel culture. I think we are losing sight of the idea that we are all colorful beings. Like, I can agree with you on 200 aspects of yourselves, but there might be 5 things that
I'm not messing with.
That based on your experience and based on your upbringing or based on your family or based on your whatever, you know, where we differ. And it's like, I gotta cancel being a friend to someone or cancel listening to your creative efforts because based on, you know what I mean? It's like,
no, you're right.
Yeah, I think we have taken it too far, and then there's this major peanut gallery type of where we all have to agree on everything too. We as Black people have to agree.
Yeah.
They're over.
Yes.
Right.
Silence them.
Yeah.
Sentence them.
It's bloodthirsty.
Yeah. There's that energy behind it where I don't find that productive.
Yeah.
I think it would be better to have the energy to say, well, why do you think that? You know what I mean? To wait for the interview.
Wait for the interview.
Wait to hear them.
Yeah.
Maybe there is and maybe you could understand better.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
But like you said, it's and once they got that in their heads, it's so hard for them to change their minds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everybody's layered. The person right next to you is a layered person.
Yes.
And evolving.
Yeah, and evolving.
And evolving.
Yeah,
what
man.
I feel or think or do today,
Yeah.
I may be like, what the entire hell was I thinking
Right.
another day? Looking back on myself, we all should be given the grace to have these realizations and to apologize and take accountability where that's needed and to be forgiven and to like the same forgiveness and grace that you want in your relationship or in your community or in the judicial system or in whatever that is the same that you should extend to everyone else.
Absolutely.
So.
And that is, grace is not in high supply these days.
No.
It's not at all.
It's not at all.
It's like lose everything right now.
Everything right now.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, in the most graceful way, right?
Okay.
That I'm really, really happy that you took the time to do this podcast because I understand the hesitation to do podcasts in general. As peers of yours, as well as fans, I see you from a totally different standpoint because I know the hard work and I know the sacrifice and the heartbreak.
Heartbreak. Ooh.
The heartbreak. And I wanted you to feel like this was a place where we could celebrate all of your mind and your intentions and not just a gotcha kind of like thing. Again, it's important to us that We Sound Crazy that we create a safe space.
Yeah, I feel that. And it has been that.
It's important to us because people are multidimensional and you think you know, but you have no idea.
Yeah.
And I know the effort behind and the love behind the music. The love behind the music.
Only love could keep us here standing today. Only
love.
Only love.
Only love.
Now that you're outside,
I'm
again,
outside. I am outside.
Please say you're not going back inside ever again.
Don't go back inside.
Stay outside, Keri.
I'm trying my best.
Stay outside.
That's all I got.
And if you get tempted to go back inside, give us a call so we can.
And if I do, it's with good reason.
Okay. Okay.
Just understand that.
Okay.
And I don't just mean music. I mean the movies. I mean like just like.
I am, but I'm not mysterious. I'm not.
She's like, I promise I'm not Sade.
Well, I'm saying it's not on purpose.
Yeah.
It's literally my innate design to not want to be this exposed or I was born to express, and all of this comes with it. But it's not really intentional that I'm this mysterious. I just naturally am a private, I guess, mysterious person.
I am too.
It's okay though.
Is that,
if you get me talking.
does that have something to do with us being Sagittarius? Because I'm the same way.
Maybe.
No, y'all are definitely in your head more than anything else. I think you're traveling in your own mind and not realizing that we're not all
on
the journey.
Right.
Like, hey, I'm back here. Don't leave me. I'm here.
Yeah.
But I respect it, and I feel like everyone needs to respect everyone else's personality and process.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if ever you feel down again, depressed again, unsure, give us a call. Come visit us in Nashville.
Okay.
Come down to Nashville.
Because I care about my
I'd love
people,
that.
and I know that it's lonely sometimes,
Yeah.
and we got to protect each other and keep us up.
This is true. I appreciate that. And that's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from me.
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna take you up on that if I ever feel like I need to. Plus, we should create.
And
Let's just create
just on a
Let's
random
just create
Tuesday too.
anyway.
Like just
Yeah.
holla at your boys.
Let's
Hey,
put some
I'm
placements.
what is it, like 5 hours from Atlanta?
No, it's
That
3.
part.
It's a 3.5 hour drive.
Oh, that's
Easy
it. Okay,
peasy.
yeah.
Come through. Please come through.
That would be great.
I didn't know y'all were there.
Yeah, we
we've
moved
been
to
there for
Nashville
a
10
long
years
time.
ago for the same thing, for sanity. We were depressed.
Okay.
And we're like, yo, if we don't start working together all the time and create this band and find
So y'all did Louis York out of Nashville?
Out of New York because we were depressed. We were going to quit.
And then we moved to Nashville as soon as we started it. Yeah.
Really?
That's why I'm staying at the same place, the same things you were going through, we were going through. And everyone I talked to around that time, we all got burnt out around the same time because the fantasy goes away. And you know too much. And so in confiding
you can't unsee it.
No, you can't unsee it. And you know the smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
So I told him I'm gonna quit. He's like, I'm gonna quit. And I'm like, you sound crazy. He's like, you sound crazy. So it literally became
We sounded crazy.
Louis York was our way of trying to convince each other not to quit.
Ooh.
And it led to this creative burst of energy. And then we're like, now let's live somewhere where we can find some peace. And that became Nashville.
And that became Nashville. Wow.
And we built a whole studio there because of that, which has been a place where we invite our friends who are going through or just want an escape.
Yeah.
Come through, get away from it all.
Really?
Let's dream. Let's dream.
Let's dream.
So you're more than welcome
create.
all the time.
I'm going to come be close to God with y'all.
Come be close to God with us.
Let's go create some things.
I feel like you cook good. You cook, don't you?
I do cook. You want me to come?
Come cook, Keri.
All right. I got you.
I want Keri
By the
meal.
way, the song that we wrote together,
Yeah.
Cupid,
Yes.
almost made this album. It almost.
How you gonna say almost?
I know, I'm sorry, but I had to acknowledge that it is, I need to play it for you. It is an amazing song. I just felt like adding that, it would have been on Redemption, adding that was belaboring a point that I had already made.
Okay.
So, but on a future project,
let's find somewhere else to
find somewhere else to put it or sell it.
Sell it or a movie or something like that. Let's find a soundtrack
because
moment
the whole,
for it.
You know, it had the Whitney-esque.
Yes.
It had the.
If y'all need some chords.
Okay. Possibly. It got all the way to mixed. I don't know if we mastered it. We may have.
Killing
We may
me.
have.
You're killing me.
No, I pulled it like the week before the album came out. Just a few weeks ago. I'm sorry. I was trying though. I was trying, and I was like, every time I listened all the way down, because this album is one you gotta listen in order.
Of course,
the story is real. The phone calls are real.
Of course,
like you gotta watch this movie in order.
Yes, yes.
But I just felt like it was just belaboring the.
We're gonna find a place for it.
We'll find a place for it, and we'll write more.
Yeah, absolutely,
let's do that.
More.
Yes, and I love the Louis York stuff.
Oh my God!
Thank you so much.
I haven't talked to y'all.
It's been a minute.
No.
Maybe I DM. Maybe not.
You're supposed to butter us up at the beginning of the
I
interview.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
No, honestly,
But I wasn't doing that. I genuinely was like, I like this sound. It was fresh. It was vintage at the same time. It had some I forgot to tell y'all that.
Real recognize it real.
Yeah.
I'm blushing a little bit.
Yeah, I dig it. Are y'all still performing?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we have a new
yeah.
album that's about to drop later on in the summertime.
Oh, good.
Absolutely. So I'll send you some stuff so you can hear it as well.
Yes.
I want to say that I hope that people watch this and find the reason why they should listen to the new music.
I hope so too.
I didn't want to just talk on track 3. I want people to see like the heart of who you are and and the journey. So they should go definitely stream all the old stuff and get tickets to any show that's happening. But here's why you should be up to date with Keri Hilson.
Yeah, man.
And following what's happening now, because the time that you took in between actually makes you a more powerful, stronger artist.
It did. It certainly did.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what comes next.
Certainly did. I didn't expect that, but it certainly did.
It certainly did.
I did not expect that. I thought I'd be rusty. I thought my voice would go.
Nah.
These are some of my best performances vocally. Please.
So support the trilogy.
Yes, please.
Also make sure that you follow us wherever you get your We Sound Crazy podcast, because we're here for you everywhere. Before we leave, I want you to think about the song that would best close out this episode. As the credits are rolling, what song would you choose, right? What song would you choose? What song would you choose?
Thankful.
Thankful.
Last song on my album, We Need to Talk.
Okay.
I love that.
Yep.
So the last song is how we end the end of this conversation. I love that.
Yes.
Thankful by Keri Hilson. Make sure you stream and download and support everything she's doing. And of course, We Sound Crazy. We love having you.
We love you.
I enjoyed this.
Yes.
I
We
really
love,
did.
love,
Thank
love,
you
love
for
having you.
me. I'm
And
so
please
glad
come
we
again.
did this. And what?
Please come again.
I would love to.
Yeah, that's a done deal.
Okay.
Until
We'll be
next time,
streaming.
y'all. My heart is full.
We're
My
going to
heart is
stream from
full.
Nashville next.
All right. Let's
Until
go
next
from
time,
Nashville.
where We Sound Crazy, y'all, and we're out of here. Peace.
We sound crazy.